What is up, fans? I fixed the latency on the stream. We're sitting here at day 2. What is up, everybody? We have 28 of you in the chat, 21 likes already. You guys are killing it, hitting that like button. I appreciate the crap out of you all. Real quick before we jump, you know what? Let's just hang out a little bit. Let's wait for more people to get in. As you come in, hit the like button. It's greatly appreciated. What is up, everybody? I see there's a little bit of an argument going on between a Bills fan and a Dolphins fan. I don't think that's new. I don't think any of that is new. What's up, Brian? Having some chocolate milk and hanging with y'all. I got myself a Snapple. I'm watching the NFL Network tonight. Yesterday I watched ABC. Tonight I'm watching the NFL Network. I apologize for the coughing. What's up, E-Canes? What is up, my man? Mike Lombardi says, I love sweat. Doug, we got Frank being delusional since he's a Bills fan. Yeah, Frank's an extreme. I appreciate the support Frank gives the channel, but he's an extreme Bills fan. I let him talk his crap. I tend to just, it is what it is. What's up, Sylvester? What's up, David? Better coverage on NFL Network. Yeah, I'm just going to be behind a little bit because I have to use my DirecTV. My DirecTV is a little bit behind. Hey, DW, question. Did you see Tom's video at the Combine where he talked about Ray Davis? Have you seen his tape? It looks ridiculously good. I have not seen it yet. I have not. Fins Up said, chop, chop, chop. People still upset about that Chop Robinson pick? Because I'm not. I'm liking it more and more as the days go on and I watch more and more stuff and I hear from more and more experts. And what's up, Eric? What's up, David? What picks do we have? We just have 55, but I'm hoping they trade back and pick up a third or fourth. Doug, if JPJ's medicals are bad, does you see Miami taking a risk on them? I trade back. There's some guys that we have today that you do have a possibility of trading back and still getting these players. Ray Davis and the receiver Rice, Jerry's kid. We need them in Miami so badly. Justin said, hey, Doug, who do you like in the NHL playoffs? Cats look good. I'm not a big hockey person. What's up, Music Matt? I'm not a big hockey person. I'm baseball and football, and my Mets at first were 0-5, so I really wasn't into it, and then they kind of picked it up. So Chop has multiple concussions. I didn't see that. I'll have to look into that. If we trade back with the Cards, we can get their third and fourth for our 55. E-Kane says, Doug, thank you for all your content. You enhanced my experience as a fan. We just broke 47,000 subscribers today. 47,000 subscribers today. We broke it. Appreciate the crap out of you guys. All the new people hitting that subscribe button. I do apologize. I just ate, so I'm a little phlegmy. Love y'all. To the new people, welcome. You will get Miami Dolphin coverage, but also NFL coverage year round. I don't take off. So I appreciate the crap out of you guys. Thank you so much for the support. We're almost at 50K. When we hit 50K, I'm giving away a signed jersey. Will it be a Tyreek Hill signed jersey? Possibly, but I'm giving away a signed jersey once we break 50,000 subscribers. Kyle said, hey, Doug, seeing we might be aggressive and trade up with someone like Tennessee, give them our third next year to do it since they don't have any. That'd be interesting. That would be interesting. Doug, I did hate the pick of Chop at first, but the more you say good things of him, the more he reminds me of Phillips when he gets after the quarterback. I saw his highlights. Looks like a good pick. I see where people are coming from with wanting to trade back and take him. That's where my mindset was. But overall, you can't look at the player and how he plays and be that upset. Doug, do you have any traditions or superstitions before the season? Not really before the season. I tend to, so they're talking about, will the 49ers trade Deebo Samuel or Brandon Ayuk? Maybe to Buffalo. I have a little bit of a superstition. I tend to wear the same thing I'm wearing when they win. Did you hear that they had several offers to trade and wouldn't budge because they wanted Chop? I heard, Daryl, that they had four teams reached out to them to trade back, but the price wasn't good enough, is what Chris Greer said. So they probably weren't offering anything substantial, maybe a fourth, maybe a fifth, and the Dolphins probably wanted something more. So they stayed pat. Doug, I hear Omar's leaving Poop Art. Yeah, Omar's, I think he's on the Sun Sentinel now. Good for him, though. Hear me out now, Doug. Can we draft the big O? Doug, do you want D-line or O-line round 2? O-line. There are some DTs that are still available that would be nice, like Newton, Fisk, Jenkins, or Rook. But O-line, we still have JPJ, we still have Frazier, we still have Haynes, we still have McCormick, Van Pran, we still have Kieran from Yale, we got Patrick Paul. There's a lot of options. Now, I wanted Cooper Beebe, but the more I did research on Cooper Beebe, the more he might not fit the scheme. So, for me, it's right now I'd love Haynes. I would love Haynes to fall at 55, but I doubt he does. So we'll see how that all pans out. Wilfred, it's a difference of opinion. He is negative. And when we do our show together, it's a good, yin and yang. But he's not like that, like when we have conversations on the phone and stuff. Plus, I have friends that are super negative. I have football friends outside of YouTube that are super negative, more negative than TD. TD we have different mindsets on things. So, Miami Hell, thank you. Do you think we will trade down to get more picks or no? That's what I would do. Because like I said, there's some guys that, like Patrick Paul or McCormick, who you could get later. So you could trade down and grab any of those guys. They don't have a fourth Marcus. So if they pick a quarterback in the 5th, I wouldn't be upset. I would not be upset. Don Johnson, first donation of the day. I appreciate you, my man. He said, love the pick yesterday. Tonight, I want Haynes or JPJ. JPJ might fall to the Dolphins. Bob's Burgers literally asking that. Do you think we have a chance at JPJ? Supposedly, it's his injuries. He has a injury history, and there's a possibility of him falling to the Dolphins. Powers Johnson, Vivian. He's the center out of Oregon. Me personally, I think we should get Cooper, Fisk, and JPJ, all three if we can. The future is now. How would they pull that off, Wilfred? We are going to get Tua's brother in the 7th. Doug, you need to get a YouTube TV. It's great. I have YouTube TV, but it's not as reliable as DirecTV. But I'm not going to have my DirecTV for much longer because I have YouTube TV because I have NFL ticket. So he'll go undrafted, yeah. If he goes undrafted, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to Miami. I apologize. I keep clearing my nose. I was sneezing like crazy before I came down here. I also just want to say that you're my favorite YouTuber, and thank you so much for the videos. I appreciate you, Bob's Burger. Appreciate the heck out of all of you guys. 251 in here. Be sure to hit that like button. Real quick, I want to do something fun before the draft starts. I want to do something fun with you guys. Now, this stream is sponsored by BetUS, and I want to show you guys how BetUS works, and I want to have a little bit of fun with BetUS. So, you can come over here, and you can pick divisions and all these cool stuff. What division do you want to me to select to see their odds of winning this upcoming year. So I want you guys in the chat to let me know. Obviously, we want to see the AFC East. Is there any other divisions you want to see the odds of winning next year besides the AFC East? Because I think the West is kind of locked up with Kansas City. The North, the NFC North. Okay. What else? AFC East. Okay. AFC South. That'll be interesting. NFC West. AFC South is interesting. Okay, we got that. It is interesting. It's very interesting. Like the West, the AFC West isn't. The North could be interesting. AFC West, Kansas City, wide receiver core looks crazy. How about a trip to Miami? Let's do AFC North. And let's see how these odds look. That got real close. The Dolphins, after the first round, are only, 15 spots away from the division winning. Then you have the Jets, who are very close, another 15, and then you got the Patriots down there. You got the North. The North is tight. Top two with Baltimore and Cincy. You got the South. The South, wow. Look at the Colts, the Jaguars, and the Texans. And then the North. North is interesting, too. Wow. The Packers are right behind the Lions. Chicago got a little love. Minnesota didn't get any love. And then you got the West. And if you look, they're all plus, right, to win the division. But then you come down here to the West, it's a negative 25. Negative 25, but it's super easy when you're using BetUS. You click on it, you put your wager in. Let's say we bet $10 that the Dolphins will win the East. You're going to win $18.50. You hit click, place your bets. Bada bing, bada boom. Real Skies in the room. How you doing? But check them out. Click the link in the description. You get 125% on your first 3 deposits, 24/7 customer service, 24-hour payouts. Just check it out. Click the link in the description. It's doing better, Cole. It's doing much better. I appreciate the concern, my man. It's doing much better. Doug, can you touch on which position has the most available free agents, just in case we don't land one between interior offensive line? Interior offensive line has much more potential free agents. Interior O-line. DT, there's not a lot out there. Meet my friend Doug Damon. Wait, what happened? 4 more minutes. We're talking running backs. I think we will draft O-line since we got Hunt in the second round. Just what I heard on Finn's first. Brian, why you disappear from Discord and I disappear from comments since I'm focusing on my channel and online classes? Of course, there are no DTs available for agent. We already signed them all. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong, Nate. You ain't wrong. You think Miami tries to sign Justin Simmons if they don't get another safety in the draft? Yeah. Safeties, there's a lot of safeties in free agency still. There's a lot of offensive linemen interior. There's a lot of wide receivers. So if the Dolphins don't pick up one of those, then yeah, I definitely think so. You think the Bills will make a pick today or keep trading? I wouldn't be surprised if they made a trade for like Debo, Ayuk. There's some guys out there they can make a trade for. Doug, your thoughts on what Omar and Poop talked about today on the Dolphins being confident in the O-line squad and would probably draft O-line until the 5th as a project guy. It wouldn't surprise me since they have tortured us like that for the past how many years now? 2 years now. Like I raffled off JPJ, Frazier, Haynes, Beebe, McCormick, Van Pran, Patrick Paul, Kieran, and the Dolphins are probably going to come out and draft, the tight end out of Texas. So it is, as long as they get a good player. Like if they don't address the offensive line, at least go out there and get a good player. Like when we look at the best available right now, like who's gonna the bigger question is who's gonna be available at 55, because there's still some good corners out there. Dolphins don't need a corner. There's still some good wide receivers like Troy Franklin, Lad McConkey, Keon Coleman. You could Tre'Davian Sanders, tight end, Javon Bullard if they go safety, Jaden Hicks. They can go linebacker, Edgerton Cooper. There's a bunch of good people that they can still get. There's still a lot of talent on the board. So I don't know, man. I don't know what they're going to do. I want an offensive lineman here. I want them to address the trenches, but I'm not getting my hopes up. How about that? I am not getting my hopes up, but I know for a fact they don't draft an offensive lineman here. Who hell is going to... My goodness. You thought it was bad yesterday. It's going to be bad today. Big Nasty shows no remorse. Big and Nasty, you're looking at, if you're looking at offensive linemen, Big and Nasty, you're looking at, what's his name? Right? Where is he? Patrick Paul. Out of Houston Cougars. He is 6'7", 315 pounds. Paul's size alone makes him worth betting on, and his improved in fundamentals from 2022 to 2023 was encouraging. He has the frame of a starting caliber offensive tackle, but does need to get quicker and more fundamental sound, particularly with his hands and feet, to become a reliable long-term lineman. You could trade down. You could trade down and still get Patrick Paul, and he's a big man. He's a big, big man. He will move people. I gotta blow my nose. I'm tired of torturing you guys with me sniffling. I apologize. Let me get okay. I'm here. What do the Dolphins need? Their needs: defensive tackle, interior offensive line, safety, tackle, wide receiver. Anyone have a guess who Miami is trying to trade up for? Barton, maybe? Maybe. They might have tried a double dip. It's going to be a while. So now we're essentially what we're doing is hoping our guys don't get taken. Doug, I remember the first live draft you did with Tua during COVID lockdown. That was classic. I think I was on ESPN for that draft because they reached out. They didn't reach out, but they did this thing where like fans of teams send in like a minute video. And I sent in mine, and like they took a clip of mine that said, what did I say? I said something. I said a phrase, and it was on ESPN. I know. I said. I didn't say they were getting Barton now. I'm saying they probably tried to trade into the first to get Barton. I know they're not. I know Barton's gone, guys. Rumors Dolphins were trading into the first to get receiver Worthy. I don't think so. I don't believe that one. Ryan Hayes have a chance of playing. Ryan Hayes? I probably he'll compete. I'm doing good, Greg. How you doing, bud? Ryan Haynes, I think he meant the 7th round pick from last year. Bleak. No, isn't he still on the Dolphins? He might still be on the Dolphins. Confirmed Doug worked for ESPN. That's how the rumors get started. Let's see. Yeah, Ryan Hayes is still on the Dolphins. Bleak. He's right here. 76. Michigan. Right here. Whoop. I don't know, Jeff, and I don't want to get in trouble. So, I don't know. Doug, I'm ready for some football. I'm doing good today, Micah. Hope Frazier, I like him. Who do you want? I want a bunch of guys. I'm actually going to be simulcasting with Stephen D of Dolphins Talk. It's going to be quite fun, I must say. I'm just going to set that up real quick. Oh, here comes the commish. Stephen D asked me to come on and talk with him for a little bit. You know, he doesn't get booed as much anymore. Doug, me and my dad are here watching you from different states. You both are awesome. Well, I want the Finns to trade up into the second. I kind of want them to trade down. The chop pick wasn't bad. No, it wasn't bad. Oh, boop. I want to be sideways. Jeez Louise. Oh, jeez. The things I do for Steven. That's all I'm going to say. The things I do. Check, check, check. The things I do for this man. Hope this year we draft an O lineman. Let's see if I can make this smaller. Take it to a bowl. You can't have enough O linemen. We found out over the last 20 years. Yes, 100%. If we could trade back or even trade picks. Huh. What? You guys are coming from here. My stream is coming from here. Christian Haynes. Yeah, I want Christian Haynes. Are we trading for Debo tonight? No. The Bills might. This guy. It's going good. Just started my stream like what? Half hour ago, give or take. Just hanging out, chatting with the people. It was surprising. I wasn't upset about Chop's pick as much as other people were upset about the Chop pick. I did. There was 3 positions that I wanted, and it was pass rush, defensive tackle, or offensive lineman. And they got the pass rusher, and Chop has ridiculous athleticism. Like, it's off the charts. And then you have Anthony Weaver who's going to teach him up. So. Mm. 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 Supposedly they wanted what's his face that went to the Steelers the pick before, and so when they didn't get him, they thought, let's try to trade back, but they didn't get what they wanted, so they were like, screw it. Yeah. Hey, I hope we trade back. Need more picks. Yeah, Manny. That's what I want as well. Freddie said, "Very meta, doing a YouTube appearance during your own during his own YouTube appearance." It's YouTubeception. What's up, Dolphin 2023? Forgot what rounds we are in tonight. Can you ask your pops? Just round 2. That's it. Oh, Bills made the pick. Oh, they go. Bills actually made the pick. They did not trade. And I know who it is too. I want them to trade back. That's what I would like them to do. A lot of the people I like, yeah. I don't know why they could. They could have traded back and took him. Mm-hmm. Hear me out. Pick up Newman, Cole, Jesse. Don't you dare, Dolphin fan. Appreciate the donation though. Yeah, a lot of the guys I like, they could probably trade back, like McCormick, Patrick Paul, Kieran, Van Pran, even like Cooper Beebe. They could trade back. They could possibly get a third or a fourth to trade back. Depends on how far back they trade. You'd probably have to give something up, you know. You go, we'll take your whatever, like 64. You take our 55. We'll take your third. You take our 7th and our 4th next year. You know, something like that. Move back, pick up a third, and then Gucci. What's up, bud? Doing good. Streaming. Who do I think the Dolphins will get at 55? I don't know. I could say who I'd want, but will they take him? Probably not. Robert with the 20. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much. About half of the guys I think are gone before 55. I don't like Paul personally, especially since I don't think he can be used interior, and we still have like one starting guy at 3 position. The Bills take Keon Coleman. They got their receiver? He's Diggs' replacement. He's not fast, Keon Coleman. He was good, but they are better receivers. Yeah, I agree, Zachary. Oh, Chargers are on the clock. Chargers just traded with the Patriots. Chargers are now on the clock. Roman Wilson here. Watch. That's what Jason Sarney's saying. he's going to get his guy. Yeah, see, if you look at this comp pick, so essentially the Chargers went from 37 to 34. They gave up a fourth and got a fifth. So that's something the Dolphins could do. Mm. Petro's going to be horrible. I disagree completely, Pitbull. I disagree completely. It depends on who. But what back up, trade up into the second, or maybe into the third? Yeah. Hmm. I think when it'll get like within 10 picks, probably is when he'll decide what he's thinking. Yeah. Chargers go Lad McConkey. Wow. I thought they would have went Wilson, being that Wilson is Roman Wilson's Harbaugh's guy. They go Lad. Think it's about that time of year where I start watching your channel again. Haha, totally kidding. Pop in every now and then, but man, the draft really gets me in the mood for football. I know, right? It really does. Draft is always exciting. Pitbull, we got Barrett and Chop. Yeah. And Phillips is going to be ready. What's up, Manny? What's up? A lot of people were upset because there were people on the board that they wanted, which I always tell people it's not about who you want. Like we all want, you know, it's about what they think, you know, because like we saw, whose big board was that behind Belichick? That was Phil Yates, and he had Chop at 19. Like it, would they all have different, you know, criterias and all that stuff for these guys? So, you know, I always go into the draft wanting 4 or 5 guys. I have a list of about 7 that I want at 55. So, you know, people were mad, but a lot of people were mad. Chris Greer needs to be fired, all this stuff. It's At first I was like, oh wow, Chop Robinson. I thought they would have, once the verse went off and all these guys, I thought they would have went in a different direction. And then you look up Chop Robinson and you look at what he did and how he took the national champion team of Michigan and forced them to run the ball 30 something times because they could not pass with him on the field. He can change a game. He's just got to work on technique, and why not have, Weaver help him with that? Like, so I like the move. Falcons. Okay, about 8 picks. There you go. I'm telling you. Trade back a little bit. You could. They're going kicker. Who's that punter that's really good? Yeah. Oh, well, I could scratch his name. Supposedly Johnny Newton has some he has some attitude problems, is from what I'm hearing, and that's why he's falling so much. Same thing with JPJ. A lot of people are worried about his injuries, and that's why he's falling. $5 donation says, "Hey Doug, my top 5 tonight. Rook just went off the board. Rook just went to the Falcons. Christian Haynes, Chris Jenkins, Tyler Nubin, Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman is gone. Love Chop. Yeah, I like Haynes and Jenkins. I wonder how he pronounces his name. I think he pronounced it better than I would have pronounced it. So Rook Arroyo goes before Newton. I wanted him. All these special announcers. Yeah, it is. Keon Coleman. Hey, if the Bill fans are happy about Keon Coleman, good for you guys. A row is how I say it. I wanted Rook. I just scratched him off my list. Dan the Film Gent. We're going to lose. Hit that thumbs up. We got 561 of you beautiful human beings in here. Hit that thumbs up. I don't blame anybody on Rook's name. That one is brutal. Are you happy with the draft so far? Yeah. I like Chop. I like Chop a lot. Rook's last name can win you a scalpel game. I gotta share that with the guys. I gotta share this comment with you that I got on my live stream. Zachary Gibson said Rook's last name can win you a Scrabble game. Oh man. Yeah, no. What is the tackle from Yale, Kieran? How do you say his last name? Amagadaji? Da Amakadaji. I'm telling this to my stream right now, but I'm gonna have Jason Sarney teach me how to say these last names because he does it real good. I'm just gonna have you record you saying it, and I'm just gonna dub it in when I say the player. Oh boy. I don't know, Frank. I don't know if there's still Gambinos in Jersey. I know who the next pick is. I'm not going to ruin it for you guys though, but I know who the next pick is. It's a good pick for Washington. You can scratch his name off. You comment on Doug's videos. Spoil it. If you guys want me, oh, Rod already spoiled it. Well, he was supposed to be a first. He was supposed to be like, some people had him in like the teens, the 20s. So the fact that he fell this far is why. Yeah, that surgery he had in January. Newton's going to Washington. Yeah, Newton's gone. What's up, NFL protect the players? What's up, bud? Who knew Newton wouldn't be there at 95? 55. Everybody? I love from South Cali, SoCal girl. Great job on the draft coverage. Excited for next season. Any ideas when the Dolphins schedule is released? I think it will be released the 7th or the 14th of May. So either not this Tuesday coming up, the Tuesday after that, or the Tuesday after that. When you're setting up your video call. What was it, Terry? Was it a dono? Was it a donation? Dolphins traded up? No. Ooh. Wow, racist. I thought the schedule's already out. I seen one online. Nope. We know who our opponents are. We don't know when they're playing. Oh, Richmond! What's up, Richmond? If you can't see, right there is Richmond Webb. Richmond Webb is on the chat with us right now. So, yeah, I'm talking to Richmond Webb right now. We can't hear Richmond, man. Put on speakers.
That's an offensive lineman.
Hey, I'm in good standing. Don't put that kind of pressure on me, bro. Okay. I gotta do what they tell me to do now.
7-8. I gotta show you something, man.
There you go. I'm gonna have Richmond on. Maybe post draft we'll have Richmond on. I had him on before. When do you think Rattler will be drafted? Probably 4th. What is everyone live on? Ask Richmond how he likes the 6'7" tackle from Houston.
I know we got Chubbs and Phillips, but with losing Van Ginkel, and I think all the tackles they probably was looking at, I think we still get a decent offensive lineman, receive whatever. But from what I saw from the kid last night, I like the pick that we did.
He's got a great nickname, Richmond.
That's how Richmond feels about Chop. Finn's just traded up with Miami. I love pork chop. Patriots pick is in. Doug, did you buy chopped liver yet? No, chopped liver is gross. I'm going to try to play football in college. That's awesome, David. I love Chop coming out, so I was happy. Pat to go kicker. Wow. Jalen Polk. The Patriots select Jalen Polk. Mitchell is still available. Troy Franklin still available. Roman Wilson still available. And they go Jalen Polk. Jalen Polk instead of Mitchell, Troy Franklin, Roman Wilson, Corley. Jalen Polk. It's like when they took Savage. Does anybody know any colleges in Texas for football? There's a bunch. Do they know something? No. Dave, you should go to the University of Miami. Oh, Tennessee pick is in. Whoa. The Tennessee pick. Wow. I thought. Do you want me to ruin the Tennessee pick for you guys? If you want me to ruin the Tennessee pick, they took Tavondre Sweat. Wow. Tavondre Sweat. I thought he was going to fall more. See, they don't care about DUIs in Tennessee.
Doug, go ahead, man. Talk to Richmond. We got Doug on here too. He's streaming on his site as well. Go ahead, Doug.
What's up, Rich? Not much, man. How is it there? I hear you talking about it. How's that green room? Is it treating you nice? Ooh. He comes out with sauce just all over him. He said they're feeding him well. He said he had some wings and he had a pulled pork with no roll. He said he doesn't want to get sauce on him before he makes his announcement. What's up, Cap? Look, who's your top three at the moment for who's left? Frazier, Fisk, Haynes, and Jenkins. Those are the four I want right now. You guys see the Tennessee Titan pick? I'm gonna have Richmond on. He's gonna come on. We're gonna talk. Do Miami trade down to 55? I would love that, Jose. We'll see. Appreciate that, Nicholas. Should tell Richmond to just go out there and sing the fight song. If Richmond ribs and reads and
Supporting that player and with the organization, stuff like that. I'll let Chris Greer do his job. And I'm going to be happy whoever we get. So as long as they help us improve and take it to that next level, I'm happy with whoever we take.
Hey, real quick, Richmond. Doug got the phone to his listeners on his channel. You would say hi to DouglieDoWrong's listeners real quick.
We're going to change that to DouglieDoRight, not DouglieDoWrong. I'm gonna have a little private conversation with Dougie. We're gonna fix that later.
I appreciate that, Rich. Yeah, that was good, bud. That was good. Tavondre Sweat going to Tennessee. Yeah, I'm going to get Richmond on again. If you guys go back in the channel, I think I've had him on twice already. It's crazy to me that at this point in my career, I'm friends with Richmond Webb. Like, are you kidding me? Like, Richmond Webb I'm in contact with hopefully a future Hall of Famer. It's crazy to me. DDR. Dance Dance Revolution. or write with a W. I could do that. The Falcons one. Did you see the Falcons one where the owner was pissed at the GM for the Penix? Doug, imagine if you talked to Dan Marino. I'd probably pass out. If I had the opportunity to talk to Dan Marino, I'd probably pass out. Oh. I might be able to. I'm trying to get Ricky on. I know that's something I'm trying to get. Rams are taking Fisk. Damn. That's another name off my list. Rams took both players I wanted. I know, right? JPJ is still available, yes. Greer can't mess up. Eagles trade up to 40. FSU is the Rams farm team. That is true. We still have. Depends on what they give up. I would prefer to get more than to give up anything. Hold on 1 second, guys. Oh. Oh. JBJ Frazier or trade back. Yeah, I had to run upstairs. Come back 10 pounds later. My wife needed a brush, so I had to run upstairs and get it to her. Yeah, I had to run up these 2 flights of stairs. We are inside Doug's lines. Man. Thoughts on Leonard? Your heavy breathing caused my wife to ask what I'm. Yeah, she's making me work out. She just gave the baby a bath. She needed the brush, so I had to run upstairs and get it for her. Yeah, everyone seems to be trading today. No, my daughter. She needed the brush for my daughter's hair. Brian. Nah, Nick Baker. That ain't happening, my dude. Yeah, Brian. Not after saying that. Definitely not after saying that, Brian. Mike with the fivers said, my girlfriend broke up with me, so I took her wheelchair. Guess who came crawling back? You guys want to hear a dad joke? So this is a donation from Mike. He said, my girlfriend broke up with me, so I took her wheelchair. Guess who came crawling back? uh,
Right now, the Dolphins could be trite, right? So, like, let's say they call up Texas, and they say, we want to move up. And Texas say, yeah, give me a fourth. All right, fine. You know, so you really might not be able to move up that much at this point.
we don't need to trade up. We already don't have many picks. Yeah, I'm not trading up.
As what you're giving up, and just get your guy. But you know what, guys? Trading back makes a lot of sense as well if you want to do that because you couldn't meet.
He said all day Dallas sucks.
Hey, who was that for Philly? No, no. I know who that is. I can't think of his name.
Just announced the pick. It's Cooper. It's Cooper DeJean. No, I'm talking to my stream. It's Cooper DeJean.
Oh man, that was cool, man. Getting the behind the scenes look from Richmond.
He's like the nicest man. He really is the nicest man. I've met him in person a few times.
Center, defensive tackle, guard in that order. Why did they want to trade up yesterday? I don't know.
We play Houston this year. I think I'm gonna go and we're gonna hang out, go out to dinner and stuff.
For a team that took 50 years to get in the Super Bowl, you would think they would be a little humble.
Kool-Aid. Now hold up. This is the same Green Bay Packers team that had and now they have Kool-Aid.
Yeah. I don't think he's still there. Is he anymore?
No, but still, like they definitely take some players with some great names. Hey,
Eagles are going to be great. We'll see.
Eagles have loaded up on the. You know what? I love what the Packers are doing because you can put the name. They have the best names. I mean, it goes back to Kabir Goodbye to Miller. They have really good.
JPJ still available. Frazier still available.
I'm trying to think of some of my favorites of all time.
Frazier still available. Frazier's background and build gives him a high floor and a scheme versatility center who is worth an early day 2 pick in a starting role. If they can get Frazier, I'll be happy.
That was a trade there. The Saints got
NFL comparison is Malcolm Jenkins, Cooper DeJean.
pretty damn good.
Peyton Willis, Tyler Nubin,
Like down the draft, like into the late rounds, and they start doing the NFL player.
Javon Bullard.
Really? I don't know about that.
A lot of guys.
I love player comparisons. That's my favorite part of this whole process. Cooper DeJean, they're showing his draft party. Just a quick observation. See how we can let it go. Not a lot of diversity. It's like
Oh, Taysom Hill making the Saints selection.
Thought the same thing, Mike. I was like,
that's peak Iowa right there.
Iowa, peak Iowa there, huh?
Peak Iowa right there. But this is such a hurtful pick for me because I live here. Because I have to root for this kid now. And I will. And I will love it. And I will automatically hope
KC got Worthy. I was kind of hoping Miami would draft Worthy. I knew they weren't going to draft the receiver with that first pick. Kool-Aid McKinstry out of Alabama goes to the Saints. Another corner off the board. All of the interior offensive linemen are still there. Yeah, no offensive lineman taking it. It's kind of working for the Dolphins. Dolphins are about 12 picks away. Packers could possibly go guard. Giants could go guard. Jags could go guard.
I mean, yeah, I don't see a player that good right now to trade up for.
Nathan Stokes on Twitter asked, Greer said they tried to trade yesterday. Why aren't they doing it today?
Of course they were not. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't have a third or a fourth. If you're in the second round and you want to trade up, the first question is, what are your third and fourth? That's the next progression. They don't have that.
Who are you betting the Dolphins take? Donnie Mitchell or Roman Wilson, Troy Franklin, maybe somebody that we don't want. How about that? If you want a player, they're not going to take him.
Tavondre Sweat, last 10 picks. Biss, DeJean, all gone.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's still a lot of guys there. They're very good players. All the safeties are there. That's big for my
Don't talk. Don't talk up a run, Dougie. You probably don't jinx us.
No, listen, this is exactly right. Because I actually mocked where the Dolphins would pick up a third to pick up Jalen McMillan from Washington. Is that what you're talking about, Mike? Jalen McMillan? Yeah. There is a big time advantage for having a guy who's used to throwing from catching passes from a lefty. So I would love for McMillan. That's a little tiny intangible. If they go wide receiver, and plus they met with him too, which I know doesn't always mean anything. Sometimes you meet with guys just to throw other teams off, but sometimes you meet with guys because you really like them too. They met with him and they kind of let him market to him.
Dolphins will take a long snap. Kamari Laster, cornerback, goes to Houston. Let's go. 600 you guys in here, 365 likes. Hit that like button. It's a run at corners right now. That helps the Dolphins out. There's going to be a run at corners. There's three corners we're just taking off the board. Cooper DeJean, Kool-Aid McKinstry, and Kamari Laster. Corner. 3 corners taken off the board. Every draft has a corner DB run in day 2. Yeah. Just goes to show you that our old line was in better shape compared to a lot of others. Until the Dolphins pick a player we don't need. Also, May has to deal with Chop Phillips and Chubb. Don't forget about Shaq Barrett. Thoughts on James Williams? Want me to give you SmackDown results? Not yet, Mike. Has the Dolphins made any trades yet? Not yet. Doug, do you think Blake what do you think of Blake Fisher? He's not bad. He's not bad. He's just got to. He's got the power. He's just got to worry about the speed of the NFL. Yeah, I got the stream going. Got everything going right now. You guys are got everything set up. You see this run at corner that's happening right now?
I'm looking forward to the safety run. That's coming. That's coming because you know what? The Dolphins could be involved in that. And I love my scenario. Sorry, I got another day and a half of mock scenarios.
Kevin says, yeah, let's reach for another Notre Dame offensive tackle in the second round. I'm sure that will be a good move. No, they will. If you're taking him, you're trading back and picking up picks to grab him. How bad did Atlanta blow? First pick, GM made a big mistake. All right, actually, did you see the owner yelling at the Falcons GM? He was not happy about that pick. Maybe Raiders go.
I gotta be honest, I am on literally I counted. I put down 10 cups of coffee. That's not good.
Best name available. Ennis Rackstraw. Jesus.
Then you went out with Zach Francis. Then you went to a flag football game, and now you're here. That's like a pretty. And you had Richmond Webb on too. Don't forget Richmond Webb on here, but that's back-to-back starts. And you had DouglieDoWrong on. You got Doug twice today. Double dose of
No, I wasn't there before. I wasn't there before. Yeah, my wife gets out of work at 5. Doug, opinion on Noah Benogany out of Auburn. Feels like he's slipping. The pick is in.
Oh my God, if Richmond Webb reads that. And here's another fun thing about Roman Wilson. Now that the research is popping out of my head. He's from Honolulu.
Oh, snap.
You know what that means, Steven?
Lewis is watching from Scotland.
Steven, do you know what that means back from our clock blockers days? We're huge in Honolulu.
How high are we on Zach Frazier if JPJ is gone? I like Zach Frazier a lot.
He fell. The Las Vegas Raiders select. There it is. That dude, that guy is going to have a Las Vegas burger that's going to cost $27.95.
I want Incognito. He sounds like an SDO lineman. Hey, Doug, Ricky Williams poster board winner. Hope the Dolphins picked in the. Have the Dolphins picked in the second yet? No, not yet. 55.
Keep doing your things. Love new content.
And I just realized that
Cards take another corner in Max Melton.
Nathan said it's 1 a.m. here in the UK, and I know I'll be
Raiders took one of our guys. Greer got to have something cooked.
Garrett asked, were you a court stenographer, Jason?
Thanks, Doug. What number are they at? 55.
last night. Guys, I really gotta find something.
Hey, Doug, how many draft picks do the Dolphins have in the whole NFL draft? A 1, a 2, a 5, 2 6s, and a 7. So like 1, 2, 5, 2 6s, and 6 picks. Oh, here's the Raiders pick. Chris, Brandon Fisk is gone, bud. Sorry, you said Blake Fisk. My bad. Fisher. JPJ gone to the Raiders. JPJ gone to the Raiders.
Philadelphia is in the building. Drew Dangler says just joined. What and who are we thinking we're going to pick? Love from Philly. Shout out to you, Drew.
Doug, can we? I would love to hear from Doug right now. We're within a couple of. We can construct like a top 8 or 10 players that we would want. Who's on your list right now?
I've been scratching off a lot of names. Jenkins, Frazier, Haynes is who I. Those are 3 names that I would want at 55. But they could even trade, like I was talking about before. They could trade back and get like McCormick, and I would be happy.
Now, there's a name. There's 3 names. I'm adding names by the way. Cole Bishop eventually would be phenomenal if they pick up another player, or if they draft him. If you have a safety run now, he can go in the top 55. No one will have any problem with that. But I think we would love a running back that should take it.
As Texas is in the house. Go ahead.
What do you think the thought process was behind the Falcons' first round pick? Not that it means to us, but would love to hear your thoughts. Probably try to do a Jordan Love type thing, let him sit, but he's not going to play till he's like 28 because they gave Kirk Cousins a 4-year, $100 and something million guaranteed contract. Right now, our most pressing need, I would say, interior offensive line. The Packers are taking Edgerrin Cooper, linebacker, Texas A&M. That's a good pick for them. We are officially 10 picks away, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen.
Doug, what is the worst interview you've ever had? Like ever?
Like what? Like a collab I've done on someone's live stream?
Present company excluded.
Well, I mean, you could say collab, but I mean, I was just saying. Excuse me. Hold it. Time out. A collab on a live stream? Were you calling us out there, Doug? That's what I just got from that.
Well, no, because normally if I do interviews, they're live streams. They're not. Yeah, this is us hanging out. You're not interviewing me. I've never had a bad interview, if I'm being honest. I'm not even trying to be like diplomatic or anything. I've never had a bad interview. I would say the best I ever had was El Capitan. He like, I felt like I was talking to Barbara Walters. That man was like, so you graduated college in 2015 with a bachelor's degree and da da da. What man? And I'm like, like I was on Hot Ones. I was like, how do you know these things?
What's the music guy who always knows all that stuff?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. He's I see these TikToks all the time. Or he's like scares people because he knows like he was yeah.
That's too funny. So you went to college at blah blah blah.
Panthers, you have a running back off the board. That was very I love it. We
Oh.
want that.
And they traded to get him. They traded him to get him.
Panthers trade up and they're taking a running back here. Braden Curran with a $5 donation says, if wide receiver Mitchell from Texas is there at 55, do we take him? I would also like to see Jatavian Sanders, tight end from the AS2, fins up. I don't know if they'll take Mitchell. I don't know, possibly, but here's the pick for the Panthers. They're going Jonathan Brooks. First running back taken off the board. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 picks away. 9 picks away.
Oh, I love it. My father-in-law is an alum. I like the hat that Robbie chose.
Still have Frazier on the board, Haynes on the board, and Jenkins on the board.
I buy hats of obscure Dolphins. Because that's the 305, baby. I have a North Texas hat.
So we still have Jenkins, Haynes, and Frazier. BB's on there too, but I don't think BB will fit the scheme. I thought about it and I did some research. I don't think he'll fit the scheme. 800 of you guys in here. Hit that thumbs up. Let's get to 800 likes. Let's try to match the current views. Hit that thumbs up. We're getting very close to our pick. And there's still good people on the board. Yes, Zach Frazier is an O lineman. He's a true center.
Maybe still jumped in with that third for next year. I'll bet on it.
Do you have Zach's phone number, Mike or Jason?
Did Richmond Webb hit the like button? As long as Liam isn't our backup center. I want Chris Jenkins DT. Don't be mad at me. No. I'm good with Chris Jenkins, Frazier, or Haynes. Those 3 guys I would love.
Tony Johannesson.
What would if BB doesn't fit our scheme, then Greer would draft him. Who's left? Best available, you're looking at Mitchell, Troy Franklin, Peyton Wilson, Zach Frazier, Mike Sainristel, corner, Roman Wilson, Sanders, the tight end, Javon Bullard, Chris Jenkins.
In Italy, it's 2 in the morning here, and I'm listening to you guys. Go Fins. Love it. I love it, man.
Every time you guys say a name, they get taken. I kid you not. I kid you not. Every time you guys say a name, they get taken. Every time. Ooh. Mike Farrell's like, stop saying names. Say their names 3 times, they'll appear like Beetlejuice. I have to say the worst player when the Bills are up. Doug, thoughts on Rasheen Ali, running back in the 5th? I wouldn't hate it. He had a down year last year, but he ain't bad, especially if you get him in the 5th. If we take that good punter, I'll forget everything and praise Greer for extension. Yeah, who is that? Torrey Taylor out of Iowa. Let's pick up to his brother. He's probably going to go undrafted. As long as you don't wait for it, Doug, plead the 5th. I'd like Joe Milton. If they use a 5th on Joe Milton or a 6th on Joe Milton, I'd be happy with that. Dougie, when will you be on the roundtable post-draft to discuss the draft? I think Tuesday? Or the AFC East roundtable? I don't know. We kind of have our own little things. By the way, where is the draft being held this year, Doug? In Detroit. Next year, it's in Green Bay. Feed on my phone is different from feed on TV with you. Tight end from Texas still available? Yes, he is. Oh,
4-3 now. You probably can't get him.
Jason Bengals took your guy.
Which one is that? I got 15,000 guys. I'm like, dog story. You know what? This could be the guy that I say if he's not there.
They are so slow. I already know who the Bengals are picking, and that's 2 picks from now. They better start pumping these out.
This is a scary pick for me for my own vanity. If I had Kingsley Suamataia going here for the Commanders, I hope I'm wrong.
And should the draft process be faster? 100%. Because, like I said, I know who the Jaguars pick, and I know who the Bengals picked. I already know who these guys pick. Just so you know, there's no defensive tackle really left on the board I want. How you getting it early? On PFF. Everyone knows the picks are already in. Right now, the Commanders are on the clock. It's just, it takes them forever because they keep showing all this stuff to make their, put their picks in.
Doug is doing his own thing. What's up, guys? What's going on? It's your boy. It's
Boo. Boo. Yeah, I keep checking the here and there. Let's get Frazier. I'm down with that pick, man. At this point, Frazier or Haynes? Do we take a water boy in this round, Doug? Yeah, why not? Here's the Jags pick. Yeah, the Bengals took one of our guys. AD Mitchell's still available. The Bengals better wait for it. Pick like an Egyptian. Boo, Dan, boo. Pony Express with the picks. RG3 gonna go crazy for the Dolphins this year. Boo to you, Doug. No, boo to you. Leonard Taylor, he was fantastic. If the Dolphins can get a third, trade back and get a third, then yes. I think it's a little too soon for Leonard Taylor. He's like a third, fourth rounder. I wouldn't take him in the second. Yeah, Mason Smith is off the board. I love how he's wearing the neck brace to try to stick with kayfabe. Like, get out of here. He doesn't need that neck brace. No. Gosh. Yeah. Oh. But here's the thing. He ain't wrong. Okay, I'm here. We can start the stream now, Zach says with the $2 donation. Any updates? A lot of good players went. Right now, Chris Jenkins is being drafted by the Bengals. So essentially, to me, no defensive tackle really left on the board that I would take in the second. I'm leaving. Oh, God, I'm leaving. Oh! Zach Krantz! Chris Jenkins, gone. I don't have any DTs left that I would take in the second, if I'm being honest with you.
Doug is actually streaming right now on his What's up, Trent? I haven't seen you in like
Maybe Brandon Dorius, but no, I go O-line now. How about Jatavian Sanders? Probably. Yeah, I go O-line here. Imagine they go linebacker. Take Peyton Wilson.
my light bill so that my light actually comes on in my house,
I'm a laugh if they go D-end again. We're getting there, guys. 5 picks away. Trade back. At this point, I'd trade back.
So I have not been able to talk to you, France. So I'm going to ask.
Rook is gone, Greg. Rook went to the Falcons at 35. Rook is gone. Oh, here's Washington's pick. No, JPJ went to the Raiders, Christopher. Corner Mike Saint Ristel. Jason, I'm going to jump in here real quick. How do you say Mike's last name? Corner from Michigan? Samersville. Thank you. I'll be right back. I unmute the conversation I'm having on the stream with them just to ask Jason Sarney how to say the last names, and then I just mute myself, and then I continue to talk to you guys. What's up, Doug? Mad JPJ went to the Raiders. I know. Frazier's still on the board, though. Definitely to a junior for our backup. Maybe we go linebacker junior Colston. I wouldn't be upset with a linebacker. A lot of people are going to be upset not if it's not an offensive line, but I wouldn't be upset with a linebacker. We're almost at 900 viewers. Be sure to hit that like button. Greatly appreciate it. Why am I seeing so many negative people here? Don't say his name. Someone will take it. Doug, who's left that you want? Frazier or Haynes? The center or the guard? Frazier or Haynes? If we get a linebacker one here, I'm not mad. I'm terrified for Tua's health. That's what I'm saying. How mad would you guys be if they went Peyton Wilson here, Dolphins? I know who the Steelers took. And I'm not happy. Steelers took 2 guys I wanted. Dude, back to back, man. Round 1, they take the guy I wanted right before us. And now they do it again. But not right before us. Fontenot. And now they... Damn. Well, I got 1 guy left that I want. And that is Christian Haynes.
Here's what I want for Doug. This is what I want for us both. You go to the trade chart. Let's hear me out. Not the Jimmy Johnson version. Go to the because you're accounting for what Jimmy Johnson did in 1992, 5. You know, it's a different time.
Give me Haynes. Trade, even if you could trade back and get Haynes, because not a lot of people have a high consideration for Haynes. That's my pick. That's who I want now. Will they take him? Probably not. I don't see any O-line to take. Haynes is good. Christian Haynes had... Here, I'll share my screen with you guys. This is Christian Haynes, guard. Look at these. Look at these numbers. Look at this. Haynes showed in his tape at the Senior Bowl that he is a starting potential measurables and a trait at guard in the NFL. His best work comes on the move, which bodes well for zone blocking scheme as a puller for man gap schemes. Haynes is perfect for the Miami Dolphins. I want Haynes. That's who I want. I want Haynes. Give me Christian Haynes. And if you trade down, but give me Christian Haynes. There goes Zach Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Take it, man. Take it. I can't use my phone. I'm talking to you guys. Gosh darn it. We got 2 more picks and then we're on the clock. Steelers took 2 offensive linemen I wanted. Fontenot, and then they took Frazier. Oh, come on. Christian Haynes, man. Trade back if you gotta. Doug, can I use 1 F word? Sure, Bleak. You get 1 F word. Trade Tua, turn the ball over. Very original name. I've never heard that one before. It's like Green Bay last year drafting 2 tight ends. Well, they went tackle center. Doug, can you do a backflip in a pool? I can do a backflip into a pool. I can't do it on standing on the ground.
Nothing 10 beers can't fix.
When I was younger, I went to a lot of wrestling shows at home. The height, like that building, was insane for that match. I've never seen a building.
Chris has done some good stuff, but he's been so asinine on the offensive line. It's just ridiculous. Well, we'll see. We'll see, Bleak. If we get Christian Haynes, I'll do 10 push-ups. If we get Christian Haynes, I will do 10 push-ups. That's what I want. Yeah, if the Dolphins could trade back, pick up a third, and get Christian Haynes, I'll do 15 push-ups. Not with my shirt off. Why you guys want to see me without my shirt on, you weirdos? Scratch it. Scratch it. Take aside Isaac. What? What do you think of Cooper Beebe from Kansas State? I like him, but he doesn't really fit the zone run scheme. We have 1,000 of you guys in here. 1,081. Hit that thumbs up. Let's get the stream to 1,000 likes like we did last night. You guys are amazing. Love you guys. We laugh at Super Mario. Super Mario's amazing. Donnie Mitchell going to the Colts. Donnie Mitchell going to the Colts. They might go tight end. They might go Sanders here. Mayor Sunshine or Galaxy? I've never played Sunshine. I love Galaxy. We need to see why you breathe so heavily going up and down the stairs. You know why. You know why. We are on pick 53. We have 2 more picks, and we are on the clock. Actually, technically 1 more pick, and we're on the clock. What about Georgia's center? Georgia. Michigan. Oh, Cedric Van Pran. I'd trade back if I was going to take him. We need to protect Tua, Doug. What position do you not want at 55? Running back? Thanks for the subscription, my man. No, why you Ferguson is the man. You don't get a new long snapper. Oh no.
That's exactly what I was about to say. That would be my plan.
Ben Sinnott to the Washington Commanders. All right, all right. One more pick. Give me the man. Sinnott, that's good. Don't take Haynes. That's what I'm saying, Kevin. You're on the same boat. Christian Haynes, come on. No, I'm good. I'm just stressed. Yeah. I need to start drinking again is what I need to do. I should do that. Man, give me Haynes, man. Give me Christian Haynes, or I'm gonna scream. You guys want another dad joke? $5 donation from Mike Farah. He said Stephen Hawkins had a date the other night. He came home with broken glasses, grazed knees, and a broken ankle. Apparently, she stood him up. And it's funny because Mike Vera is the guy. He's my joke guy. He always donates $5 with those crazy jokes. For some reason, my chat right now wants me to either take my shirt off, and one person asked me if I could do a backflip. I got 1,162 people in my chat, and they're asking me the weirdest things. Zach Krantz is coming over, guys. He's going to donate to get me to take my shirt off. We're almost at 1,000 likes, 718. I'll show you some arm. You want some arm? I'll show you some arm. Want some nip? Harry Toes? What are you talking about, Brandon? Helicopter. Who we hoping for? Christian Haynes, man. That's the only one I want right now. Well, if you guys want to spoil it, I'll just mute you guys. That's all. I'm live reacting, so when it's called, then I'll know. You guys could talk. I'll just turn the volume down. That's all. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll probably be faced this way. I'll be toilet bowl position. You're like, the Dolphins took Poo Poo Pants McGee. Who's Poo Poo Pants McGee? What is Doug talking about? Emrod, would you take Safety Kitchens from the U? Not right now. I wouldn't mind trading down to get him. All right. Brown's pick is in. I'm on DirecTV. Brown's pick is in. I'll take safety or O-line right now. So they go Michael Hall Jr. is the Browns. Give me Christian Haynes or give me a safety. I'll tell you who I want. Give me Javon Bullard. Give me Javon Bullard or Christian Haynes here. Bullard or Christian Haynes. Those are the two players I want right now. Bullard or Christian Haynes. Bullard or Christian Haynes. I'm not looking at the chat. I want Christian Haynes or Bullard right now. That's what I want. They're on the clock. They have the pick's not in. Trade back. I wouldn't mind that either. Oh, they're on the phone with somebody. And they're laughing. Mike McDaniel's throwing the pick is in. The pick is in. I'm taking my pants off. All right, here comes Richmond. Richmond! Richmond Webb. Looking good, Rich. Oh! Okay. 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 I don't hate it.
My brain is blown. My brain is blown. Had to be offensive. He kicked it offensive lineman. That's fine. Mike McDaniel saw that, was so happy. 6'7", huge. First thing on there. I'll take. What did he take? Premium position player. Right. There it is. Tackle. Even this year he played guard.
Patrick Paul. Patrick Paul. Patrick Paul. I like this one.
So let's go around the horn. We'll start with you, Doug. Why do you like it?
6'7", 315 pounds. Huge human being. I like it. And his fundamentals got better every year. And we got Butch Berry to coach him up. I like it. I like it.
Let's go, Krantz. What's up, man? What do you think? Huge 6'7". Love this. I like a big guy like that. That's and then I just see this one sack before 70 snaps.
What's up, bud? How you doing, bud? Dude is literally a prince. Let me guess. Miami picked offensive tackle. Yep, Patrick Paul. Big man. Big man. 6'7", 315. Paul's size alone makes him worth betting on, and his improvement in his fundamentals from 2022 to 2023 was encouraging. He has the frame of a starting caliber offensive tackle, but does need to get quicker and more fundamentally sound, particularly with his hand and feet, to become a reliable long-term lineman. There you go. So you guys know. See if you can see it. Hold on. I wrote his name down. Patrick Paul, right there. I wanted him. Will he be playing guard this year? Maybe. Slow feet, man, fast defense end will have a field day. This is gonna be people are gonna hate this pick. It is what it is. Oh, I graded an A-. I like it though. He has some things to work on, so it's not an A+ pick. But I like it. I like the pick. We go trenches in the first, we go trenches in the second. I like it. Trenches.
Right now, I'd love to see him play. I just want to see him start because if he's as good as we hope he's going to be, it makes everything that much better on the offensive line.
Both picks were good. Yeah, I agree. Why don't they show Miami's War Room? They do, Laura. They show it on NFL Network. I remember when I asked you to ask Richmond what he likes about the 6'7" tackle from Houston. Well, there you go. Well, when is the next pick? Tomorrow. Yeah, it is tomorrow. Round 5 is the Dolphins' next pick. They don't have a third or a fourth. Unless they make a trade and come back into the third. But they don't have a pick until tomorrow. I like this because we have Armstead to show him the way. Exactly. Hope you're having a good night, brother. Appreciate that, Cody. Watch City is still going to complain.
They locked up the right tackle in Austin Jackson. They signed just now. They drafted. I'm sorry. They drafted a left tackle who's going to replace Teron Armstead. So next year.
Remember, for 17 months with the tackle injuries last year, great pick. Yes, exactly. Elite Hawaiian.
Because Patrick Paul is a phenomenal pass protector. Much more, better than a run blocker. He's not one of the guys who's going to, excel in getting out and being that kind of a tackle.
Doug, was that a good pick? I liked it. I like that pick. Wait, does Patrick Paul have an injury history? I don't think so. There's nothing about his injury history. Paul size alone has the size and density to move people in the run game, but lacks the true mean streak. He improved his pre and post snap posture for better balance, leverage, and strength. It wasn't perfect, but it's encouraging. His arm length and wingspan are elite for the position. His foot speed and hand speed are slow, which allows defenders to get across his face and lead to inconsistent hand placement. You're going to be learning behind Teron Armstead. Okay, I don't know. Something about that height kind of spells trouble with his health, but either way, I wish. Well, Miami, with the tackle injuries last year, okay pick because we still don't have starting left or right guard. Yeah, we have a starting left guard. Isaiah Wynn came back. Isaiah Wynn is the starting left guard. Question is, can play guard or move Jackson inside? You have Isaiah Wynn playing left guard, and then there's a competition at right guard, or they can bring in like Dalton Reisner or something. I get this pick a B plus. That's fair. No, Paul's too big to play guard. He's 6'7". It's huge. Paul ran a 5'1". That's fast for a 6'7", 330 guy. This might be the 2021 off O-line all over again. I disagree. Disagree. Can Tua see over Paul? He's going to play left tackle. Dallas Thomas all over again. Terrible pick. There's always a few people who hate everything. No, he's not playing guard. He's too big. Armstead is unlikely to play full year, so Paul will play. We'll see play time. Well, that's what Lamb is for.
To be honest with you, this is a fine pick if you're thinking about the future because you've now just solidified two time reliable future pick. Sure, not gonna. I mean, look, when Ron Armstead inevitably misses 3 to 6 games, that's the range. That's the range, folks. Because you know what? If you could have a pipe dream that he's going to play 17 plus 2, 3, 4 playoff games, God willing. Sorry, come on. Even if it's taking a healthy scratch, let's say they're playing Dolphins, they're playing a team that you know you're going to wipe the floor with them. Throw in the rookie. And if he doesn't work it, throw in Lamb. But you have that ability to have a guy learn under a absolutely elite veteran Pro Bowl talent, Ron Armstead. Emergency insurance when needed. I don't see him as a guard, folks. He's too tall. He's 6'8".
I would trade a future third and a fifth and 184 to get back for Haynes. Yeah. Huh. Apparently, Zach Krantz just said that Chris Greer, left tackle or right tackle. Zach Krantz said that Chris Greer just said he's trying to get back into this day. So that is what the word is. He's trying to get back into this day. Trying to find the tweet where he said he's trying to get back into the day. We're confident in his swing. He has someone spent. Chris Greer says the team is confident.
You're right, because I heard other people say that guy's a brick wall. He's an absolute stud. You know, I've seen that too.
Dante worked for the 33, the 33rd team, writes for all Dolphins. He's been with us for a few years. Does this like he's followed the draft for a living. He's done streams where he starts on Thursday night, obviously, and does all Thursday night, all Friday night, all
Chris Greer smiling McDaniel. I'm trying to find the tweet.
and he just sent me a meme of Kermit the Frog jumping off the top of a very high building. And this was the one player we spoke about 2 weeks ago where he said,
Okay, here we go. From David Furness, Dolphins GM Chris Greer said team will keep looking into possibly moving into pick in day 2 of the draft.
and the people who cover this stuff more closely are going to be like, they took him. That's where you're going to get the divide. That's where you're going to get the split here.
We will see. So apparently the Dolphins are trying to get back into this day. So I'm not ending the stream apparently.
You're going to get that divide. Simon Clancy, Dante, guys who do this for a living are like saying this is just the worst thing in the world. Aaron Kansker, Josh, same old Dolphins. I was last night. Chris Greer is a problem. Has been, continues to be. So, like, there's the people who kind of, let's just say, aren't homers, are like not in love with the pick, but then there's a lot of people who are too. So, once again, just like last night,
I gotta be honest, I don't know enough about the guy to feel one way or the other.
yeah,
But
as I'm telling you, I read your opinions. You're gonna have people,
But I
you're gonna
love
have people data.
that we address the O line. To me, like, just that's all I care.
Water Football said, I'm all for Dolphins usage, using resources to protect Tua, given the injury history and the talent quarterback. Patrick Paul could have gone more than a dozen picks earlier than this. So I really like the value, is what one person's saying.
I don't know the answer. I'm not saying I know the answer. I'm just throwing it out there. If he doesn't play this year,
Here's the thing. And again, we know that Chris Greer lies to the media. We get that, right? 2 days ago, he picked a specific player. It was not best player available. Let's be honest about that. It was not best player available. It wasn't even best player available at those positions.
Not only do they got Butch Berry, but Teron Armstead also is a very good teacher at tackle.
no, probably not. I would say Chris Braswell was higher.
They could still trade into the 3rd. Will they? I don't know, but they could still do it.
Patrick Paul, that's like chocolate or vanilla type of thing. I mean, it's close, I would say. I don't know if there's a big gap.
By the way, for people that are also saying why not trade down, you have to have a trade partner.
You just can't trade down, folks.
You have to have a trade partner.
Yeah. And when you get in this area where a lot of these guys are virtually the same, there's not a big gap between these people. Why would people
Sports
trade?
has them at a C- for this
Yeah,
pick.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I know the initial reaction from fans of offensive linemen, and then when you start diving into the nooks and crannies of this, it's a project offensive lineman, which is fine. But again, that feeds into the thing.
Who do we want in the 3rd? If Christian Haynes is still there.
But if both of these guys are on this team for 10 years,
Bullard went to the Packers. Blake Fisk goes to the maybe they could put Paul at right tackle and Austin Jackson at right guard.
not say it. If I
You have to say it's true. That's where you're developing a left tackle for 2025, more so than a player who might be able to step in day one and start at left guard or right guard. He might, I don't know. But if he can't, that's what this pick was. Again, it's not a bad pick. It doesn't make it a wrong pick, but that's what this is. It's a developmental pick that makes it very easy next year to cut Armstead like right after the season.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing like yesterday. Some like it, some hate it. Some people think he's super raw. Why would you do that? This, and that. Should have traded down once again. Another reach. Like, people think like Chris Greer can just sit back and go, you know what? Hey team, we're gonna trade with you. You ready? Like, that's you know how hard it is to trade down in the draft. It's not like they could just do it. But there's some like water football. Water football said, I'm all for Dolphins using resources to protect Tua, given the history with the talented quarterback. Patrick Paul could have gone more than a dozen picks earlier than this, so I really like the value. They gave it an A grade. So
See, and CBS.
Here's one. And I got one here from Simon Clancy. Everyone knows 5 Reasons Network and all that stuff. I just have no idea what Miami is doing here. There's a window, and they're taking a guy who won't play in 2024 and whose technique needs a complete rebuild. Horror show. Then Dante Colonelli was not a Patrick Paul guy, just didn't love his tape. He's a developmental player who's already played a ton of games. So that's where you're gonna get but like if they took, let's just for example, like a Roman Wilson, you'd have a consensus opinion. Pretty good player.
the Dolphin with a fiver says, can't wait to see the Rooks in preseason. The stretch till then is going to be brutal. Hopefully time goes by quickly, and training camp. And possibly training camp. Will the Dolphins get back into this round? Or third round? Getting nearly $20 million in cap space, Xavier Howard post June will be huge. Miami should be able to get multiple key contributors that with that money. This will soften the blow of taking a guy in second round who likely won't be expected to play much.
I mean, look, it's an offensive lineman, and at the end of the day, that's all I wanted, really. I was like, as long as you draft an O lineman in this draft, I'm good. And I would appreciate it if it was in the first 2 picks.
Seriously, I don't even know why we watch the draft. It's terrible for our health. It's terrible for some people's health. Some people get too invested in certain players and too worked up over these things.
I'm going to be a star in this league. I promise you.
He's not wrong about the tackle. He goes, he wasn't even close to the best tackle on the board. Kingsley, Blake, Fisher, and Rosengarten would have been smarter picks. Once again, that's one person's opinion. Again, one person's opinion. But he does.
Nathan Stokes says can't be worse than Noah.
Uh,
Facts.
Yeah, but that was round 1. This is round 2.
Bills are taking Cole Bishop, safety.
Right now it is pick 60 of round 2. The Buffalo Bills are currently on the clock.
I haven't even looked at the last few picks. I don't even know who.
Detroit Lions, Baltimore Ravens, San Francisco 49ers, and Kansas City Chiefs.
So we're getting a little bit of a safety run because Javon Bullard went to Green Bay, and now Cole Bishop is going to Buffalo.
And in between Blake Fisher to Houston.
Will the Dolphins get back into this day? That's going to be interesting. They could send one of their thirds next year and then maybe at the 5th and get back into the 3rd, or, send a player, send Jeff Wilson Jr., possibly get in that way. Christian Haynes is still on the board, man. I'm not trying to be a downer, but I really don't like our draft so far. Patrick Paul is interesting to me, but I do like the chop pick.
What do you think Buffalo's going to do here?
Well, they took the safety, Cole Bishop.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Should we even move up to 3? Yeah, there's still a lot of good players on the board. Troy Franklin, Peyton Wilson, Roman Wilson, Jatavian Sanders, Christian Haynes, Cooper Beebe, McCormick. There's a lot of guys still on the board. I don't get invested in any players. I'm just stuck. It's like watching Greer draft players that everyone of the experts saying project players. Draft a player that we expect to play day one for once. Jalen Phillips played day one. Jalen Waddle played day one. Javon Holland played day one. Mike Gesicki played day one. Like, I'm not a Chris Greer fan. I actually wanted him fired after the 2021 season, but let's not act like Robert Hunt didn't play day one. Like, just because these experts are saying things doesn't mean that they're true. Peel slowly with a fiver says, Doug, I don't want to be that guy, but these 2 picks feel like Cam Smith and Channing Tindall all over again. Guys who'll play in the future we don't have. No, Chop Robinson's playing this year. We have 1 fully healthy pass rusher on the team right now. He's playing this year.
He is going to play. What are we talking about? Where's he going to play? On the Miami Dolphins offensive line, because there will be injuries and he will get an opportunity to play. Let's stop. Let's stop the madness. Calm down. Brandon Thorne covers Bleacher Report and Establish the Run, which is a very good newsletter. This is a more positive one. Patrick Paul needs to clean up his hands to become a reliable starter. But the size, play strength, and competitive toughness are there to make it happen, especially in Miami's strong scheme in a room led by Teron Armstead. Great landing spot. There's a positive one. Barry Sanders. Pat Kerwin.
Peak, we got Butch. He's a good O-line coach, but will Chop play over Chubb and Phillips in January? Maybe. We might not see Bradley Chubb play this year. So I just want you guys to mentally prepare yourself for Bradley Chubb to not play this year, because his knee might be worse than it's coming off to be. So I just want you to mentally prepare yourself for that.
One word you read a lot about this guy from what people are saying, which does bring in 2025 probably something to the table we really haven't had with offensive linemen of late. I mean, we had a little bit of it. This guy's got a little nastiness to him. He plays with a little bit of chip on his shoulder. So when he does get on the field eventually here, he's got a little fight with him. You don't know that without like lots of players, but he's got a little fight. He's got a little. I'm giving him Mike. I'm giving Walter Football. Here's another positive one. Again, we're stuck all over the map. Yeah, Walter Football. Another outlet that does this 365 days a day. Been doing it for over 10 years. A grade. So you're getting grades everywhere. You are all getting mixed bag across. You're getting a mixed bag, which is what I expected. I love it personally. It's actually more so with this pick. Oh, Rakestraw just came off the board with Detroit. Corner. He probably he was like rated.
ACL injuries don't miss an entire injury. You mean year? Kevin, I'm telling you, it might not just be that, and it might be worse. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but he might not. He's probably not coming back till week 9. And if Chop Robinson's out there killing it, do you really think they're going to be like, well, Bradley Chubb's back? Chop, I know we're in week 8 right now and you got 6 sacks. We're going to sit you down. And, like, that's not how football works, guys.
The only way you're getting back into today is if they trade a second. Teams don't value these 5th and 6th as much as the fans do.
Exactly, Dennis. Yeah, exactly.
Probably no team would part with a third this year for like a third next year and a fifth this year. That's just
My
I don't see any team.
my cousin is still on the board.
Who's that?
Brendan Rice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of good wide receivers there. If they did get back in, I would think it would be wide receiver.
I would love for the Dolphins to get Brendan Rice. I would be my cousin. Let's go. Oh, Elodie Donna. Elodie's such a big guy.
Okay, so you didn't want an O line. You talking to me, Brian? You really think Chop will have 6 sacks? Yeah,
For years in the NFL.
I think it's possible. I definitely think it's possible.
You will ever meet in life. The guy is
I think his speed and all the stuff he has, especially working with Anthony Weaver, I think it's possible he gets 6 sacks.
show back in the day.
Heck, when
I can't say
um
things about Elodie Donna.
Geno Phillips went down, he was at 6.5 sacks, and that was like what, week 9, week 10.
And well, look, Baltimore is investing in protecting Lamar Jackson.
Chop had 3 sacks in 3 years. Do you know Danielle Hunter had 4 sacks his entire college career? Danielle Hunter, 4 sacks his entire NFL career. He has 87.5 right now.
How do you stop that? A lot of corners, a lot of safeties, and offensive tackles again.
The guy had an extremely high pressure rate already, so it's not a huge step from there. Chop hasn't had 6 sacks a season in college ever. Like I said, Kevin, Danielle Hunter had 4 his entire college career. He has 87.5. The amount of pressure that man put on people, the amount of double teams that he got, the fact that the national champion Michigan team had to completely abandon the pass because of him. With 2 left, no way I see we are getting the.
San Francisco, they just flipped things. So they jumped up.
And for Dave down here with this comment,
Jalen Phillips is my favorite player on the Dolphins. He's super talented. He's tough, super physical. Patrick Paul is elite pass protector. He's got the long arms. That's what he has.
The coaches think they can fix this kid. That size and length cannot be taught.
these coaches have been saying for years we can fix people.
Well, to be fair, Butch Berry.
Smile through your heart is aching. What? Honestly, with the negativity in chat, I can see why the scriptwriters will never give us a playoff win. I'll buy that if he gets in shape, if he gets the snaps. I don't know why the negativity from this guy so bad when he's not bad. Some he is.
I don't think that's the case. I apologize for yawning. I don't think that's the case.
No, it's okay. It's getting late. We're what pick are we even on? I've lost track. Okay, we're at the end of round 2. Kansas City's got 2 in a row.
It's good. Yeah. No. Kansas City just traded with San Fran. They went up one.
Trying to see if.
I'm very interested to know.
Oh, here. Okay, the Chiefs took Kingsley.
Okay.
So all the offensive tackles are going now. So that's one more guy throwing. He's throwing Kingsley, Rosengarten, and Blake Fisher, and Patrick Paul. Next 2 to 3 years, we compare which team was smart, which team made a mistake. We'll find out. I mean, we might be looking at Miami being the smartest one of the bunch 2 or 3 years, or we could be looking at them saying they got somebody.
ESPN app has Paul rated 132. I think PFF had him ranked.
I'm surprised Kansas City didn't take a second wide receiver.
101. PFF had him ranked 101.
GM has been saying that we're too worried about the O-line, that they're not. That's what Kansas City's been saying to their fans about wide receivers. We're not worried about. We're good.
Carmen Kitchens. Well, they got to trade in. They got to get into the third.
Did you just see Kingsley jump out of a pool?
No, I missed that.
That was wild. Dude's a beast.
Chop isn't bad. He's
Doug, what are your fans saying, my guy?
they are not happy.
All over the map, right?
Yeah.
It's just like straight negativity.
It's a little of everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I saw that name, I knew it'd be over the map just from the people I've sort of heard and spoken to. You know, there's going to be a segment of the fan base who any offensive lineman they're going to be pleased. And then you're going to have people like,
Kevin, I'm not saying any of that, bud. Don't assume. Don't put words in my mouth, my man. He has an ACL injury. He's going to be out till at least week 8. And then with Mike McDaniel, you think they're going to rush him back? So didn't say he's going to be out forever. I said, don't be surprised, because ACL injuries are nothing to mess around with. But everyone needs to like take a breath right now. You guys are like attacking each other in the chat. It's not that big of a deal. It's the draft. Take a breath. It's going to be okay, man. These injuries are very difficult to come back from. I don't think Doug is hiding anything. He's being realistic. I'm just trying to prepare you guys for worst case scenario. I don't know. People get so angry over a draft pick. I don't get it. I think Miami going to try to get in third. That's what the rumor is. Chris Greer came out and said he's trying to get back into the third. We'll see.
There's a picture, so on the NFL Network, there's a picture from the Ravens war room. Someone zoomed in, and you can see their whole board every round.
Really?
Ew, what Diego? Diego, what's wrong with you?
That's the problem with these live look-ins to these war rooms is there's information that gets leaked. Like, back in the day, it was really bad. They've gotten a little bit better, these teams now, because they know, but
how would I grade both picks? B+ for Chop. I'd give it a C+ for Patrick Paul. I think they could have traded back, but obviously they didn't have a nice trade partner. I think it was a little bit of a reach for Patrick Paul. So I give it a C+. It's not a crime, Diego. It just made me laugh. War 2 will begin in Miami Dolphins chat room. I grade them both a B+. I could see that. Oh, wow. My phone is at 1%. I'm going to have to bounce. My phone is at 1%. Yes, sir. Talk to you guys soon. Bye. Wow. I was talking to him for so long. I even realized my phone's at 1%. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Oh. Patrick Paul. Will they trade back into the third? I don't know. I don't know. Doug, be classy, my mod bud. What? Doug, be classy, my mod bud? What does that mean, Frank? Chubb was injured December 31st. ACL is generally 6 to 9 months. Recovery time. NFL season starts in 9 months after injury. That's why I find your expectations of his injury very long. Not from, it is what it is. Rather be surprised than let down. You can take what I say with a grain of salt. I'm going through my hidden users right now because I have a feeling some people are getting upset and hiding people that they shouldn't. And I'm already noticing some people are being hidden that shouldn't. Mods shouldn't be hiding anybody. That's my job. Mike with a tenor says, dating an English teacher who keeps correcting my grammar during blank. She gets particularly annoyed about my improper use of colon. Horrible. You're horrible. Doug, did your dad get the joke? Did your dad, Doug, did you get the joke? Tally Mob and Buffalo Mob? No, I did not, Frank. I did not. If they can unlock Chop, it's an A+, 100%. It's not even much that they have to unlock on Chop. It's not a lot of stuff they have to unlock on Chop Robinson. You only said to us mods a bunch of times not to ban/hide people. Yeah, because I noticed Mo was hidden. And now that I unhid him, all of a sudden he's in the chat. Yeah. New Jersey mob area, we're all friends, just different teams. Gotcha. Yeah, Bleak, I said like a C+. I gave it, I still have this clip on me. I gave it a C+. I think it was a little bit of a reach. Just like I gave Chop about a B. I think I gave it a B- and boosted it up to a B+ because it also was a little bit of a reach. Yeah, I wanted Christian Haynes. I wanted Haynes or the safety. I have Patrick Paul written down, but I have Patrick Paul written down if we traded back. So that's why I didn't hate the pick, because I still wanted him, but I wanted him in a trade down. No, that wasn't Mo, Kevin. That was somebody else. I remember who that was. Wasn't Mo. Jets trade up and take Corley, Malachi Corley, wide receiver out of Western Kentucky. I don't see the Dolphins trading back into this thing. Would Haynes or Fisher have been a better pick? I think Haynes. I think Christian Haynes would have been a better pick. I don't think Fisher would have been a better pick. That's my opinion. That's all I could do is give you my opinion. Why are trade downs such a big deal for you, Doug? We don't have a third or fourth round pick. And that's where you can still get a lot of talent in the third and fourth round. So the Dolphins aren't picking again until round 5. And you're going to miss out on a lot of picks. So for me, I had a lot of talent like Haynes, McCormick, Van Pran, Patrick Paul. And I felt like these guys you could get if you did trade down to like 62 or something, pick up some more picks. And they still would have been there. And it's proven that they'd still be there because they're still there. Christian Haynes is still there, and Kieran from Yale is still there. Patrick Paul would have still been there. Cooper Beebe, I think, is still there. Did Cooper Beebe go? No, Cooper Beebe's still there. McCormick is still there. All those guys are still there, and I felt like you could have traded down and got them. What's up, CB? Are we getting new jerseys in that? Is that official? Not that I know. I think Javon Holland was messing with us. What do you think of Miami's picks? I like them. Malachi Morley of the Jets is going to destroy us? I don't think so. Minimum 3 games. I could easily see it being half the season personally. Dang, but this class is so loaded that you would think it would worth trade back in too, right? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they got planned. No, Aaron. Patrick Paul, you don't put a 6'7" offensive lineman at guard. It's not much that we didn't want to trade down, but was anyone willing? Exactly. If Paul was shorter, yeah. If he wasn't 6'7", you don't put a 6'7" offensive lineman at guard. From Fox, Paul started 44 games over 5 seasons with the Cougars, gave up just 5 total sacks, including just 1 in 2023. Yeah, he got much better. So did we get better than we were last year? No, I'd say we're still the same. Is there any way this kid starts, Doug? Seems athletic, like there's a ton of upside and pass protection. He's going to get beat because he's still raw. So I don't know if he's going to... I don't think he starts over Teron Armstead or Austin Jackson. Are we going to regress this year? If we do, you got to tear it down. There's no taking a step back. There's no, oh, we had 11 wins. Now we're at 9 wins. Nope. You got to tear it down. Brandon Coleman, TCU guard. So Christian Haynes is still there. Christian Haynes is still there. Let's see if the Dolphins can trade back in. I feel like this year is the prove it year. Liam and Jackson have 2 as blindside. Liam Eichenberg isn't a guarantee to be starting at right guard. Also, Austin Jackson did really well at right guard last year. If we rebuild but still keep Waddle, Tua, Holland, and Phillips. Yeah, that's the plan. That's your core. Like, if you lose again, you keep your core. You keep Javon Holland, you keep Jalen Waddle, Phillips. You got my brain just shut off. Devon Achane. But that's your core. 100%. 100%. If they flop and win like 8 games, Greer's got to be fired. Yeah, I don't know why he's still out there. Trying to see on Twitter if there's any news. The theme of this McDaniel Greer presser is that they think Paul is a fantastic ball of clay who can win blocks even when the technique isn't right. They have mentioned a few times that they're excited about the plan with Butchberry to refine the technique. Typically, an ideal guard would be shorter for better leverage in the run game, able to get under. There's a possibility he plays guard. Remember, Tunsil started at guard and moved outside once Albert left. Not ideal at 6'7", but it could happen. That is possible. You aren't wrong. So many people are wanting Christian Haynes, and the fact that the Dolphins don't have a 3rd and a 4th is killing me. I wish they had 1 pick in each round for once in my past 4 years. We did not replace Hunt or Wilkins. No, we did not. Could have, but no, we did not. Fun fact about the Dolphins' 2nd round pick, Patrick Paul. He's a self-proclaimed prodigy at martial arts. There's an immediate commonality with noted boxing enthusiast Teron Armstead. That's interesting. I'm seeing nothing about a trade up. The Kung Fu Dolphins appreciate the coverage, and I appreciate you. I don't think Mike is our coach of the future if he abandons the run. Paul has the best pass blocking grade in football. FBS. Wow, Patrick Paul is huge. I'm watching Bobby Shaw's video on him. That man is huge. Yeah, he's humongous. Somebody said if Greer finds a way into the third and picks Cooper Beebe, this would be perfect. If Greer finds a way to trade into the third, that'd be amazing. What could the Dolphins do to get a third or a fourth? They could trade, like they could trade a third next year and a fifth this year. There's a lot of things they can do. Ugh. Did we pick yet? Yes, we did. To tackle Patrick Paul, the big man. Greer needs to utilize those comps and get an O-line. You can't use comp picks yet. We technically don't have them. Because if Christian Wilkins or Robert Hunt doesn't play a full season, then we don't get the comp picks. They go from like a third to like a fourth or a fifth. No, yesterday you said that Chubb won't be with us next year. How so? Didn't we redo his contract, which gave him an extension? Plus, didn't we give up a first for him? We did not. We didn't touch his contract. He still has the same contract with an out next year. And yeah, we gave up one first for him. But that's it. Spot Track redid their website. So next year, the Dolphins can move on from Bradley Chubb with a post June 1st and save $20.2 million. They did not redo his contract. He's a $15 million cap hit this year, $29 million next year, and if they move on from him, like I said, post June 1st, $20 million cap savings. They also didn't redo Tyreek Hill's contract, and Tyreek Hill's contract has an out next year. If the Dolphins move on from Tyreek Hill next year, they can save $11 million straight cut or trade, or a post June 1st, they can save $22 million. So, the boys, do you still do that, Doug? Yes, I do. We're actually getting together and going to start recording a bunch of episodes. Cutting Chubb after the season will save $20 million against the cap and leave us $9 million in dead space. Yes. I don't think Chris Grier will be here next year. Mike and Grier. Don't tell them, Kevin. Don't say what I'm doing or not doing. We're still doing it. It's just hard to get together. We're recording a bunch of stuff. We don't have a 3rd round pick, and we don't have a 4th round pick. Chubb didn't even play 17 games yet. Nope. He'll have 20 babies by this time next year. Bro, if he falls like 10 more picks, they better move up. As of right now, Junior Colson from Michigan went to the Chargers. No surprise there. Harbaugh gets his guy. Anduri Phillips goes to Kentucky, goes to the Giants, cornerback. Isaiah Adams, tackle from Illinois, goes to Tennessee. The pick we forfeited is pick 86. Is the pick we forfeited. Well, I understand you haven't seen a pick in a while, but don't say not really. I'm still doing it. Just because you haven't seen anything doesn't mean we're not working on stuff. That's why it's important for the Dolphins to spot with an undrafted free agent. Out of all the quarterbacks, I think J.J. McCarthy will be the most successful. I like Jaden Daniels. Yeah, we would have been picking at 86. So we would be about 13 picks away. And then we traded our 4th to Denver for Chubb. Almost at 1,000 likes. We had about 66 more likes. Then we broke 1,000 likes. I'm trying to see if there's like any more like any like little hints that they're trying to come back in there. Miami selects Patrick Paul, 55 overall, 91.5 pass block grade in 2023, first among offensive tackles. Daniels went to maybe the best place to have his career ruined. What does that mean? I was looking forward to watching you try to pronounce Arroyo all year. I think I got it. I think I did pretty well. Trevin Wallace, linebacker out of Kentucky, goes to the Panthers. Let's see if the Dolphins try to trade into the 3rd. I just want Greer, Mike, and Ross gone with Lions GM Doug Peterson and a new owner. Pronounce it. Love his last name. What? Doug, what do you think about the Eagles and Fangio drafting 2 rookie corners? I think there was some tampering in that, but, you know, what are we going to do about that? What team do you think won the first round? I'm looking. Hold on. I like the Vikings and the Bears. Yeah, I'd say the Vikings and the Bears did really well in the first round. 2024 fifth, 2025 second for 2024 third and fourth. I don't think they would do that unless they had multiple third and fourths. Like the Cardinals. Maybe the Cardinals would do it. Take the Cardinals 90 and we don't have a fourth. Take the Cardinals 90 and 104. Give them our fifth and a third or second next year. Don't we have like 9 picks next year? Use some of those picks to move back in the third. Yeah, but you want to have picks next year. Act like the draft next year's not going to have good players. Yeah, I think the Dolphins have 9, and then with the comp, they'll have like 11 picks next year. We wanted Haynes, and now he's sliding. So that must say something about Haynes. The fact, there goes Cooper Beebe. So Cooper Beebe goes to Dallas. And Haynes is still on the board. That's interesting. Trade up and take him, man. Haynes is still on the board. I wonder why TJ Tampa's still available. Some people had him going in the first. Doug, you act like draft trading is so easy. Just snap your fingers and done. Actually, I think, and I've said the opposite. So, no, I don't act like that. I've said the opposite plenty of times. Thank you. Doug, you should be a Rangers fan. I live in Jersey, so if I'm going to be a hockey fan, I'm going to be a Devils fan. Though you act like you say the opposite. That's my favorite thing. Some people will be like, you know, you're a blah, 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 or you say blah, 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 and all this stuff. And then I'm like, no, here's proof of me saying the complete opposite of that. Doug, did you ever go to Miami Mike's? Yes, I have. I think I went there twice. Doug, be a Marlins fan? No, I'm all right. I prefer to be tortured by the Mets. Doug, why are you sold on Haynes? Just asking. I have no draft knowledge. I like his zone blocking scheme. I like his speed. I like his athleticism. I think he would fit in what we do on offense. That being said, he is falling. So Doug has said the opposite many times, even though Greer yesterday said they had 5 or 6 teams they wanted to move up. We'll see. I don't know how much longer I'm going to wait. Because now we're just sitting here chit-chatting, which I love. I love to do. Don't get me wrong. But I want them. There's a lot of players still good. Even Mason McCormick, who I like. 6'5", 315. Mason McCormick pairs a mauling mentality with explosive athleticism. His hips are a tad stiff, which limits his flexibility, but he has the potential to be a starter in a zone blocking scheme. So I would like Mason McCormick. Who's best available? Troy Franklin's still there. Peyton Wilson. He ran a ridiculous 40 too. 6'4", 230 pounds. Wilson has the length, movement skills, IQ, and tape of a first-round linebacker. His injury history and age, he is 24, are likely the only things keeping him from being drafted on day one. If healthy, he could be a starting inside linebacker in any defense. Tre'Davian Sanders is still available. Roman Wilson is still available. Jaden Hicks is still available. Jonah Ellis is still available. Cowboys take Gutton and BB. Spencer Radler. Still a lot of guys. It's exactly why is Franklin still there? Troy Franklin. It's people had him first round talent. Same thing with Peyton Willis. Both those guys are still there. Wilson will be 25 of the stars. Yeah, that's what I read, St. Michael. Brian Trice. Braylon Trice, sorry. Hell no, I ain't being a Braves fan, Dennis. I don't know why Sanders is still there. Let's see what they say about Sanders. Sanders is a tier 1 athlete for the tight end position. He's still mastering the nuances of tight end play, and he needs more of a mean streak consistently as a blocker. There it is. Not a great blocker. However, even with those concerns, what he brings to the table as a vertical threat is worth a top 50 pick. No, Haynes wasn't drafted. Christian Haynes is still there. Christian Haynes wasn't drafted. Let's see what they say about Troy Franklin. Franklin might get lost in the shuffle of a loaded wide receiver class, but he shouldn't. His smoothness comes from his athletic profile and his confidence in knowing how to win at the position. He needs to continue to get stronger, but overall is a competitive player who can be good wide receiver 2 for vertical NFL offense. Sorry, guys. Ladies and gents. No problem, fan. Guerrero will be here longer than Don Shula. Dougie, what has your pop said about our draft pick so far? My dad does not care about the draft. Every year he asks me who we draft. Who do we draft? Is he good? There's a funny video of a reporter asking if Paul could play center and McDaniel making a joke about Tua seeing over him. He's humongous. Omar Kelly said Patrick Paul is extremely engaging. I can see why the Dolphins fell in love with his personality and upside. I'm not hearing anything about any trades. Hey, Doug, how many picks do the Dolphins take so far? 2. Because their owner tampered. Doug, out of the 6 or 7 defensive tackles, which one do you think will be the best 2? Well, obviously Sealer. A lot of people are sleeping on him and completely forgetting that he's still on the team. Wait, what is this? Oh, they're talking about the schedule coming in May. Yeah, I think the schedule is going to be released the 7th or the 14th. I don't know who's going to... I think it's going to be a whole rotation next to Sealer. I think Sealer's your guy, and then they'll go from there. Well, Stream Dog, wish we traded back for another big boy, but have a great night. You too, Ryan. Appreciate you, bud. Oh, tackle Kieran. Not even going to try to pronounce his name. Goes to Chicago. The Bears take him from Yale. Joan Ellis goes to the Denver Broncos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 more picks left in today. Chris Tillman's crazy. It's our next pick, 143. 158. Round 5 is our next pick, 158. Would have had a third. We got 4 picks left. 158, 184, 198, and 241. NFL draft it does take so long. Trade into the third for Tre'Davious Sanders. Why I no ticker. It's a lot of work. And then I constantly have to put a new one in. Who is this mullet man? Tony Scheffler. We can trade up for Sanders, Haynes, and the USC safety, etc. Etc. Migraine relief. Dallas goes Delmore Glaze, tackle out of Maryland. Doug never watched the draft, but when I check it out with you, your channel makes it interesting. I appreciate that, Jason. No Greer, go all undrafted guys. Don't touch another pick we have. Have mercy on us real fans. Greer is in bed. We're not trading up. Pray that he doesn't, because he probably gets fleeced out of a first round pick next year. Nah, he's stockpiling picks for 2025, St. Michael. That's the reason why they didn't go crazy signing players when Hunt and Wilkins got their contract, because Greer wanted those 2/3. So he's not giving up top picks next year. I think Chris Greer is blowing smoke. Greer packed his bag, said goodbye. Nobody wants Mike White, so that's why Chris Greer can't trade up. Doug, did we ever release Mike White or Jeff Wilson? Nope. They're both on the team still. Oh, man. A real fan does homework and knows the game of football and knows these aren't the end of the world. Draft picks, like, I'm not going to finish that, Kevin. Doug, did we ever release my, and I already read that one, saw this meme that said the Chiefs now have the fastest wide receiver duo, Worthy and Rice. I feel like Waddle and Hill have something to say about that. I have zero faith in him hitting on a majority of these picks next year. With any luck, he'll be unemployed. I hope not, man, because if that's the case, that means we lost this upcoming season. I'm just not in the mood for another losing season. So I'd like to win. Nicholas, there's nothing in his game that has shown me that, God forbid, something happens, he can come in and win a game. He couldn't do it with the Jets. And then we're up by, I don't think it was the Broncos game. It might have been the Broncos game when he throws a pick six. No, I'm good. What happened? I missed a joke, or I missed the joke. Oh, yeah, I missed the joke. I know, because he was in a car accident, or was part of a car accident. I get it. I don't think Greer's a bad GM. I just think his well in Miami dried up. Matthew had a bad GM. He needs to be fired. I don't care, man. If you can't win a playoff game, you're fired. He did against the Bungles when they were in the Super Bowl. Mike, who Who did it, Nicholas? Mike White? He did it against the Bungles when they went to the Super Bowl? What, during the season? It was the Broncos game? Thank you, Jason. You're up by like, what? 50, 60 something points. He comes in, boom, pick six. I'm like, oh my goodness. I see a lot of Cam Wake and Chop's game. The first step is eerily similar. Your opinion? Yeah. I like the Chop Robinson pick more than I like the Patrick Paul pick. Doug, why the Dolphins take a project with the second round? We need a player who will make an impact now. He won't even see the field this year, so I just don't understand. We don't know what they got planned. He might see the field. He might wow us in training camp and sees the field. 6 years of Greer's rebuild. How's it going? Back-to-back playoff appearances. Just got to win one of them. Do you see us unloading some players who aren't scheme fits this week in the draft? I don't know. Nah, Cooper Beebe is he's not as mobile to fit the offense we have. Haynes on the other side is, but he's kind of too small, and that's why he's falling. Teron is going to play like 40% of the snaps this year. Paul will definitely play. Oh, Kendall Lamb is the backup. But, yeah, we'll see. What time is it? All right, guys. If the Dolphins trade back into the third round, I'll make a video on it. But I'm going to make a video on Patrick Paul right now. And then tomorrow, I'm not going to be live. The Dolphins have 4 picks tomorrow. They have a 5th, 2 6th, and a 7. Will they trade up and get rid of some of them? I don't know. As of right now, there's still a good amount of players left. We'll see what happens at the end of the day. So again, if the Dolphins do trade back into the third and take a player, cool. Like I said, Troy Franklin, Peyton Wilson, who has some problems. A lot of guys are still good. So if they fall to the Dolphins in their 5th round, that'd be amazing. But other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow. We will talk about who the Dolphins take and, recap the entire draft and all that stuff when the draft is over. And then we got to talk about undrafted free agents the Dolphins are bringing in. It's a lot of stuff that's still going on. And then after the 30th, the Dolphins can sign whoever they want. It won't affect the comp picks. And then on the June 2nd, they get their money. So got a lot of stuff still to do, a lot of stuff still to talk about. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. But like usual, stay classy.